So I have two deep brain stimulators, one on each side of my brain. Um, I've got a pacemaker there in my chest, and I've got one on my abdomen. Um, they basically power my whole body and brain to work. Essentially, it's complicated if you're curious about the details of it. I'll gladly answer questions, or feel free to Google it, brain stimulation. Um, my understanding is that whenever my brain sends the signals out to my body to move and misfire, that stimulation electricity comes in and kind of puts a stop to it. It's kind of the best way I know how to explain it. I'm not a scientist or a neurologist. Um, it's crazy how it works. But I think that I will probably be going to programming soon because we've done Botox injections on this side of my body. We have done medicine changes twice now. One didn't work at all. This one is actually going pretty well. But I still feel like it could be better. So I think that they will likely have me go to programming. And that just means that I see a different part of my team at the hospital. I have a lady that I go to specifically for that. So there are 4 different points of contact in my brain on the wire itself, and then out of those 4 points of contact, I think one side has 2 that are active, and one side has 1 that's active. And then they can go ahead and they can change like the pulse width, or I think there are 4 variations that they can change also. I don't really know. It's really complicated and confusing, honestly, because they have the ability to change where the electricity is coming from and like how frequent it comes out and how long it lasts each time, and it's really a lot. But typically when we're having an issue, or when I'm having an issue, if I end up in programming, the objective would be to get that muscle to slow down, to stop. Like this, we know is what's out of my body, so it would be one pacemaker specifically that we'd be working with. Because that's kind of like all the information goes through the pacemaker, because that's where the electricity is coming out of. So basically, they go in and they adjust the electrical settings while you're in there, and just see if your body calms down. And the tricky thing is that sometimes, like, you don't know. If it's something like I'm having a hard time walking, it can be really clear if it is helping or not pretty quickly. But it does take a lot of focus and a lot of energy. My brain, coming out of programming, you're exhausted in a really weird way because they've been in there like messing with the things that keep my brain and body going. And it's not fun, but I think that might be the solution because my left side has just been giving me lots of problems, and I feel like I've tried everything at this point. So I think that's what the neurologist will say that he wants me to try next. Because it's that I'm more medicine, and I'm already kind of like, I really would rather not be on a whole bunch of medicine more than I already am. I already feel like I'm on a lot. So I get to talk to him about that Tuesday, and we'll make a final decision, but it should be good regardless. I know that I've got a good doctor, and he may increase medicine, or he may have me go to programming, or both. Who knows? I don't know. That's why he does his job, because he's way smarter than I am. The programming, it's weird. I can't even explain it very well to someone. Like, not even how it feels. It feels like I'm closing my eyes because I'm thinking about like being in there. Because when I go in for programming, it takes so much focus to figure out if the setting that they changed, like sometimes it's not and automatically like, nope, that made it more active and it made it more spastic. And sometimes it's kind of like you sit with it for a while and you make it more of a reaction or you make it less of a reaction. And then sometimes it's just takes a lot of time for me to stop and focus and listen to my body. And usually, I'm very lucky. Usually, if I feel like I'm programming that it's been helpful and effective, I go home and it stays that way.